Hey, guess what? I made it on time. I actually scheduled it. I hope the notifications went out, but I did schedule it beforehand. So let's see if that actually makes a difference. So, how is everybody today? Going to do a live stream, talking to heaven, as we've been doing lately. So let me just get this party started. Okay. I've typed this in three different places and still have to do it here. Talking to Heaven Oracle cards. Okay. Please like on entering the room. That is live stream etiquette. Yeah, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to make any remarks if you don't want to. But even if you're just there watching and staying quiet, like please, it helps us get our notifications to go up higher in the queue when we do further live streams, as time goes on. So keep that in mind. Entering. All right, and super chats is available for those so inclined. And we thank you in advance. I was moved to do this. I have a friend who passed away on 9/11. She worked in McLennan Company. I wrote it this morning. I'll get it in a second. So I wanted to give her a reading. I've never done that all these years. And she and I used to hang out at the club together. Hey, Katrilla. We used to hang out at the club together. So, can you hear me? Am I very good? Would you mind if I made you a moderator for me today? I don't know how long we're going to be here, but I would appreciate it if I can do that. All right, great. So that means nobody with no stupid, rude or scary remarks. Okay? All right. And I think that might continue whenever, you're in a room. I think that you'll always be a moderator. I think that's how that works. We'll see, right? So what I was saying, my girlfriend who passed away on 9/11. Where's my iPad? I had it down here. Hmm. Anyway, she worked for one of the big organizations that was hit in the towers in New York City. And she and I used to hang out at the club together, whatever, the club. And we always said when we retired, we were going to take a cruise, she and I, and go to Belize, because that's where she was originally from. And these are the Talking to Heaven cards by Doreen Virtue and James Van Praagh. She was from Belize. She was born there, but she lived here in New York with her family, her kids, her mom, her husband, her children, son. And there was this club that we all used to hang out at. There's not that many, but there's like a professional crowd. It catered to a professional crowd. It was called the Burgundy Lounge, actually, and it was started back in the day by this man named Ollie Mills and his brother Charles and his friend Sterling Spencer. And they were, Ollie Mills was actually the first in Nassau County. I think he was the first Black sports coach in any of the schools in Nassau County. And Dr. Sterling was the superintendent, I believe, of the Wyandanch School District. But whatever. Actually, Ali's son is the president of the NBA now, I think. But anyway, I digress. So they, they opened this club over the years. Lots of police officers, ex students of theirs who had, done good things with their lives, and other co-workers, professors from Hofstra and Nassau Community College and Stony Brook and all kinds of places. People will come from really long distances and hang out at this place. So anyway, she and I got to know each other over the years, and we had promised when we retired we were going to, because we were going to retire around the same time, that we were going to take this cruise. So that didn't happen because 9/11 happened. So when I did retire, before I broke my leg, I did go on a cruise. And it was so funny. This was the first cruise I ever went on, and I didn't really have to pay that much because, Quatilla, when I tell you it is beautiful, it is so beautiful. And as y'all I don't swim. I've said it before, but what a feeling! What a feeling! What a feeling! How beautiful! How beautiful to see even how the water changes the further and further you get away from the big cities and things like that. It's just gorgeous, and very nice atmosphere. Met some really nice people on the cruise, and they gave me, because I had a timeshare and I hadn't used my points and whatever, and it was near my birthday. They gave me like this two bed full balcony suite on, like, really good floor, not too far up, not too far down. I had a balcony, I had a bathroom with a shower and a tub and a toilet. Oh, and when I say that because we met other girls on the cruise, and one lady said when she looked out her window, she saw dolphins. We were on the floor. She had one of the lower decks, and they couldn't believe I had a bathtub and a shower and a toilet. Um, it was really, really nice, but it was really a big room, as cruises go, and I didn't want to go by myself. They were giving me this cruise for two. And I called my girlfriend, Ronnie, and she lives down in New Orleans. And Ronnie is very, very Orisha. She is very, very Oshun and Yemaya. And she just is, she lives and breathes Orisha. She's Ifa is who she is, and she's just so sweet. And she moved down to New Orleans, which is where she's supposed to be. I tell her that all the time because she's supposed to be in New Orleans. But I didn't want to go by myself, and the first person I thought of was her. And so I flew her up to New York, and she went on a cruise with me, and we were going for 9 days. Wow, it was beautiful. We went to Saint Martin and Sinai, And where else did we go? Went to Puerto Rico, went to St. Thomas. Oh, yeah, 9 days. When I tell you it was like my points from having a timeshare, with Wyndham and RCI, not advertising, just telling. It was wonderful. And like I said, nice people, um, young people, older people, all walks of life. We really had a great time. So they didn't hit Belize and they didn't hit Panama, but it was okay. Then a couple of years ago, one of my girlfriends, one of my actually, she's our grand worthy matron now. She was saying that she wanted to go on a cruise to Panama. But now that I had been on a cruise already, I know that you're not spending no time in the country, really. You're at the port. You can go to the beach, hang out, have some drinks. But people are basically shopping, buying liquor to bring back to the United States, that kind of stuff. Because you can't drink any of the liquor that you buy off the land and any of the ports. You're not allowed to drink that. The only alcohol you're allowed to drink is what you buy from the cruise. That's how they make a lot of their money. You can run a tab, but they already got your credit card, so drink up. you know, but so they take it for you and they store it underneath. They give you a receipt, and when you're ready to disembark at the final port, they bring it up for you in the whole 9 yards. It's very nice. So can't be smuggling and all this other stuff, liquor or whatever. So anyway, we did that. So when she said that, I was like, and I ended up finding us this really wonderful tour of Panama, and that was by Caravan Tours, not a sponsor, just saying. And we got, I believe it was 9 days also, and we got a tour of Panama, the Panama Canal. We stayed at, I think there was 5 or 6 different 4 and 5 star hotels. And all of this was included, our meals and everything. All we had to pay for was our airfare there. I had that thing booked in a week. We left, it was Easter Sunday when we got there, I believe. Yes, Easter Sunday. And when we left, yeah. And my grandworthy matron, she wasn't my grandworthy matron at the time, but she was one of my sisters, and she had her birthday there too. We had a great time. And we traveled all over Panama. And I just always wanted to go there. I'd never been there. I've only heard about it. And it was very, very educational. And it was something that I needed to do. And so I'm glad that I had the opportunity to go on those trips. But my girlfriend, she wasn't able to go because of 9/11. So I'm sure she's gotten there. Anyway, but I've never read her specifically. Thank you very much. Katrilla's doing a wonderful job. All right, let me get the names of who's in here. I got you first, Katrilla. And moderator. And I have Sarah Rose and Nicole. Nicola S. Very good. Hi, everybody. Where's everybody from? Was everybody watching the 9/11? Hi, Tia Tara. Was everyone watching the 9/11 events today? I usually do that, but this time I just started scheduling this. Ohio, all right. Nice. Toronto. Okay, cool. Toronto's so clean and so beautiful. I went to, no, I didn't go to Ohio. I went to St. Louis, which is in Missouri. Ohio, my Eastern Stars went there last summer. I didn't go. Not at all. Oh, okay. Trilla, you're in Phoenix. Cool. Oh, London, UK. That's my dream. That's bucket list. London. Definitely. Definitely. So, um, I'm just gonna see real quick if you all don't mind and you all can lend me some positive energy. I thought I had my iPad because I wanted to show you all a picture of my girlfriend, but you know what? She must not want to be seen, and that's okay. But if you all are friends with me on Facebook, is in my life, my what do they call it, newsfeed this morning because a lot of the people that I'm friends with on Facebook were friends that we used to all hang out at the Burgundy Lounge. That was the spot. That was the spot. Nice place, safe, good times, good times. And we were such a good crew. I remember some summers they would open up the back door, had two doors. That was another reason why these guys liked this. Because it's mostly guys hanging out in there, police officers, like I said, teachers, whatever. Had two doors, one on Main Street, and there was a back door in the back. Now, that meant if somebody, spotted your wife coming in the front door and they told you you could get out the back and get to your car and go. I'm not making it up. That's what they told me. That's what they told me. Oh, I'm going one of these days when I have enough cash and it's not going to be a problem with me trying to come back and forth to my own country of birth because I do be talking a lot of resistance. Whenever that's a safe thing for me, whenever I feel that it's going to be safe for me to do that, honestly, because I really don't trust that. Mm-mm. That young man that Mr. and Mrs. Khan. Mr. Khan went to Canada to give a speech, and he had a problem getting back into the country. Oh hell no. Mm-mm. No, and I've been talking shit about Donald Trump since I was a little girl. So he's probably got my picture on the wall by custom somewhere, So I'm not messing with. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing. I'm trying to hang out. No detention or none of that. I know what a detention center looks like. I know what it is, and I know what goes on. And nah, not at all. Not for nothing. One thing if I was, doing something, but not just because I decided I wanted to go on a vacation. Anyway, Papua New Guinea. Oh, okay. I'm trying to picture in my head. One thing that they don't do too good for us in the United States is give us a lot of, geography like they should. Because they're so focused on the United States and all 50 of the states. They teach you that though. Bob Dole was my senator. I was assigned when I was in the fourth grade. Wrote a letter to him. He was Kansas. He's still alive too. Amazing. And he did answer me back, and he sent like a whole package and all these other stuff. He was better than a lot of the other kids senators. Okay, now Australia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, now I got you. I know. All right. Okay, very nice. Very nice. But I know I will one of these days because this is this foolishness can't last forever. You know, American people are not stupid. Very smart, and we're very patriotic. And I think that nonsense that he did during John Kane's Memorial Week, dude, please. That was a mess up. You messed up for real. That was a mess up. That was a mess up. But he can't help himself. He's a child. Anyway, I don't want to talk about him. He ain't got nothing to do with 9/11, except saying that after the towers fell, his buildings were now the tallest ones in New York. I can't. I can't. I can't. I don't expect nothing less from him. I thought I expected more from my fellow citizens. But I guess that's the problem. Too many of us expected more of our fellow citizens, but I did get up and vote. There are those of us who didn't expect that of our fellow citizens and just took it for granted and didn't vote at all. And now. So, the best way to redeem yourselves is to register and vote. Even if you're voting on the wrong side of things, still have a voice, and it is our voice. It is an American voice. It is not a Russian voice. It is not a Canadian voice. It is not a Mexican voice. It is not anybody's voice but the American people's voices. And register people. Now, that's not any particular party, but even if you want to be independent, go ahead, and then don't cry when you don't have a chance to vote in the primaries. That is what is about being independent. If independents have their own primary, then you'd be able to vote in the independent primary, and the Republicans or the Democrats wouldn't be able to vote in that primary. And you're welcome to do so, but not this time or the next time. We got to clean stuff up right now. Everybody better put their shoulder to the plow. We got work to do, folks. This is foolishness. It's not who we are. My mother and them was ducking under a damn desk and shit, scared of an atomic bomb. And this guy is playing. Whose button is bigger? Crazy. What? All right, I probably just lost another 30 subscribers, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway. um, so anyway, let me see if I can just real quick, folks, help me get a message from Alva. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, blessed the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us now and at the hour of our death. Amen. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I'll dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Mm. All right, let's see what Albert said. So the first card here was, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. We've been together in dreams. Hmm. The earth is our school, and I will always point you in the right direction. Ashe. Mm. I think that the reason that that message, this one, when they had her memorial service, that was the first time I ever been at a funeral and there was no casket. There was no urn. There were pictures, photos. That whole thing with putting up people's pictures and playing videos and that stuff. That all kind of came through from that event. Became more fashionable or more accessible. And another thing that it did, I think, for a lot of people who were affected by it directly or who've thought about it over years, is made being cremated more of an acceptable way to, you know, take care of your remains. People to elect to be cremated because Ground Zero became a sacred place. And people started to understand that it's not about the body, it's the energy. I think that that was one lesson that over time, some people, maybe not consciously, but subconsciously or in their hearts, they would be okay with getting cremated because their loved one had been decimated. And so there was no casket, there was no body. And she's beautiful. Alba is beautiful, beautiful girl. You know, short, you know, but just good attitude, good nature, just sweet as all, you know, and smart, you know, and they were starting like a financial thing where people were going to start investing, and she had done a presentation and whatever right before this happened, you know. So anyway, I think this is why this card came up to reassure me, or if her family ever watches this, or maybe other people who had that same loss, maybe. I don't know. But I know that she's telling this to me because when at the end of the ceremony, at the end of the service, we cried and we people spoke and everything. And then the pastor said, "That's it." Because there was no viewing or taking the body to the cemetery or anything. And it was like, it hit me so. I remember sitting in the seats at the funeral home. It was at the funeral home. And like I was stuck there, like not in disbelief, but just like something, something. Just, and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. And I don't think that they had actually even concluded that she was gone until maybe October, the end of October or middle October. And I worked in the city. I worked for the city of New York, even though I lived didn't live in the city. People were putting up posters and pictures of people with their driver's licenses, and they were hanging them all over, all over, all over. Even at Rikers Island, people were coming over the bridge just to see if people had been arrested. They were hoping, hoping something else. Or that maybe somebody, one person actually ended up that she was alive, but she was in New Jersey somewhere in a coma and nobody knew who she was. But after time, they got her to her family, but it took weeks for that. It was, mhm. And I didn't, we have been together in dreams. Yes. And the dream that I had to go on that vacation, but I'm gonna get there and we'll be together in that dream, yeah. But also, I dreamt like a week beforehand. I'm not trying to say that I predicted 9/11, not at all. No. But I, I, with Rikers Island, those of you who don't know, I used to be a correction officer, worked at Rikers Island, whatever. So there's a bridge that attaches Queens over to Rikers Island, and LaGuardia Airport is off, and Whitestone Bridge is further down. And I had a dream like a week before that the bridge somehow had collapsed, and people were trying to climb out of the water, but the water was on fire and mud and stuff. And I saw this thing that looked like the top of the Statue of Liberty's, the crown and her face. But again, it was the bridge to Rikers. I was disturbed by it, but I just said, okay, whatever. I'd heard about that on the news, right? So the day of 9/11, I wasn't at work. I, at that time, I was the president of the parent teachers organization for the charter school here. And I was having a meeting with the principal, and my daughter called from home into the office and she said, "Turn on the TV right now." So Dr. Howard, his name is Dr. John Howard, he used to be a Harlem Globetrotter. Um, Turns on the television and we're looking at it, and I'm like, "What is this? This is a movie?" And she says, "No, mom, it's real." And the both of us are just like, and now we have to see what does this mean? This is going on in Manhattan. We live out in Nassau County, but the kids have parents that work in Manhattan. Hi, Alejandra. And now what? And even the guy that was the vice president of the parent teachers organization, he worked in the World Trade Center. Panic. And the kids were having their pictures taken. Years later, I ran into the woman who was a photographer. Yes, she was a female photographer. I made sure that it happened like that. But we ran into each other years later. She was taking high school pictures for my son when he was graduating from high school. Right, small world, right? And my son, when the proofs came home, and I was like, oh no, we have to take these over again. So I made an appointment, went, and she didn't know who we were, and I didn't really know who she was. And so we're in the her place, and she's taking his picture, and then she says, "I remember this face." And she looked at me. She said, "Weren't you the PTA president at that school?" And I said, "Yeah." She said, "I was taking pictures that day. I was a photographer on 9/11." And I said, "Oh my!" And then she said that her husband was a firefighter in the sea. So after she packed up and she got in her car, she heard about the details of what was going on in the city. But I had already told everyone what is going on, what had going on, and she said that she remembered that always. Telling the teachers and the staff what was happening and what was going to go on, with as much details as we had at that time of the morning, because we really had to make preparations. We didn't know what we were going to do with these children whose parents lived in the city. Because even if, people were walking across Brooklyn Bridge, walking across Manhattan Bridge, there was no transportation. It was, let me tell you, the New Yorkers did not know what the heck was going to happen next. Okay. To the point where there wasn't even no crooking, no crooks. Nobody got arrested. Nobody committed a crime. Nobody did nothing. Even the crackheads was scared. I'm telling you, honest to God, nothing, nothing, nobody, not even the criminals knew what was happening. And it went on like that for months. And it also, the whole time that they were trying to do the recovery, that whole time took a long, 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 long time. Do you know it never snowed in New York City until they finished the recovery, until they said, okay, we're done? People that live in New York City know what I'm talking about. It did not snow that entire space of time until they were finished. God is good all the time. All the time. So we have been together in dreams. Earth is our school. Absolutely. And I will always point you in the right direction. That I know. She's always been one of my guides. I know that. I know that. Very quietly, but very early in it, because it affected me so much. I don't think we lost any parents at the school, but people didn't get home. People had to, we had to get cots and things like that, and be ready for these children, to feed them dinner and things like that. Grandparents, aunts, and stuff had to come get people, but just tea. But it was community, we all stood together. New York was amazing. And it was something. We were very blessed to have each other. Communities had each other's backs. Everybody was touched in some way. I worked for corrections, and they never got no credit, but corrections was down at ground zero all that time. Of course, they put us in charge of the morgue. The most and then don't give us credit for being there and doing that. Just as much as any other law enforcement, just as much as the police, just as much as the firemen. No, they weren't running in, but their emergency service units were there to help with the recovery. They worked on that pile right alongside those firemen and right alongside those police officers. They did work on that pile. We used to bring food in, ship food from Rikers Island on the Special Operations Division ferry and bring supplies and food to them, at the port. I guess Park or something. I don't know, whatever's closest. Whatever, Manhattan's an island, New York is an island, a series of islands. But we did that, supplies and uh, things. And Hart's Island is New York's Potter's Field. And who digs those graves? The inmates. And who supervises them? Corrections officers. But people forget about COs because if they have to think about correctional officers, then that means they have to think about crooks. That's my theory. That's why people, like you put them in the back of your mind like nothing happens, but they go through the same things police officers do. They actually have a higher rate of suicides and divorces in the corrections. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job, and it weighs a lot. But that's another conversation. But we all stood together. We all did our work. We all did what we had to do. I even went down there. Um, the Tuesday after it. So it would have happened. Today's a Tuesday, right? Right. Okay. So it'll be the next Tuesday after 9/11. Wow. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. So anyway, um, went down there mm, voluntarily. They didn't send us down there. We voluntarily was going down there, and there was a bus load of officers from ARDC, which is the Adolescent Reception Detention Center at the time, and that's the one that they want to close because of the adolescents and whatever. Another conversation. So anyway, they had a bus going down there, and myself and two other officers that I used to work with, because I didn't work inside the facility at the time. I worked outside of the jail, and they told me they were going. And I was like, "Wait for me." When I got off work, we drove into Manhattan, and we worked at the morgue. That was an experience. They didn't have any. They had people that remained in black bags like you see in the movies and stuff. And they were all inside of these trucks, like, big, I don't know what you call them, trailer trucks, whatever. Now remember, this is a week later, and these trucks were not refrigerated. And so our job, correction officers, was to get a bag out of the truck, drag it out, place it on a gurney. It's going to take two or three of us at this point. Two or three guys up inside of the truck, bringing it towards the front, the back entrance, and we're different ones of us outside, two and three at a time, grabbing that black bag, putting it onto a gurney, and then taking this gurney and bringing it to one of the medics because they had set up like a mass unit outside in the street by NYU because they couldn't accommodate any more in the emergency room areas. And these doctors were outside with these tents around them, and they were going through each of these bags, trying to identify the remains of the people. And for a lot of them, it was not a lot to go on. And like I said, it's a week later. These bodies have been zipped in these bags. These remains have been zipped in these bags and been in a truck for a week with no refrigeration. And it wasn't just one truck. They didn't give us anything. Thank goodness the hospital had some gloves, and they had the masks, but they weren't special. There's a special mask that you're supposed to wear when you're dealing with the deceased. There's none of that. And so someone had discovered that if you put like Vicks, menthol, latum, something like that around your nostrils and whatever underneath the mask, then it kind of cut the odor a bit. But somebody had to go find a store and go find some, Vicks. It was like that. There was no supplies of that around. There was some of the captains had gone and gotten a couple of bottles, for us and whatever, because there were supervisors from corrections there, officers from corrections there. But we were assigned to the morgue, which was outside of NYU, and they brought that truck was there. They didn't bring it; it was there when we got there. By the time we got there, and that was our job all that night. And whenever you brought a body, a bag to the doctor, they would take their time going through trying to identify whatever they could, see if there was anything, wallet, wedding ring, whatever. Some had more to work with, some had very little to work with. And at one point, I remember sitting across watching this doctor, female doctor. Because, like I said, we're all outside. And she was going through with such care, so gingerly, taking her time, very respectfully, and just trying to find something so that she could identify or whatever that she was doing. But when I tell you, you could see that she was paying attention to what she was doing and that she was trying to be as respectful as she could with what she was doing. And it was a thing. But these experiences, I guess, were all meant for me to have. So, like I said, I was down there that night, came home, smelling like death, had to get undressed outside in the garage. And then it was a thunder while we were sleeping because we fell asleep here at my house in the morning. Well, it wasn't the morning. Well, I guess it would have been late even afternoon or something. But we were both sleeping, and the thunder struck, and we both jumped up like, did they hit us again? It was that kind of, big, big, big thing. It was just the thunder, and it wasn't even raining. Just thunder and lightning that just came through a clap. So, like I said, we all volunteered to go down there, and I didn't go back down again. I wanted to, but I couldn't. Couldn't. I couldn't even read the cards anymore for years. Honestly, when I started this channel, I had just gotten back into the rhythm of reading cards again like that. Hmm. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. I say so. Yeah, I felt like I felt this heaviness. Like I felt this thing that I couldn't even go in the room where my ancestors were, where my boveda was set up. I couldn't even take care of my boveda for years, honestly, after that happened. It just weighed on me so heavily. And when I retired, I guess they said, oh, you can go to Barbados, you can go to Hawaii, you can go to Panama. Well, we're going to sit your little ass down now, miss. And that's when I broke my leg. And then it's been a series of interesting events since then that's brought me to here we are today, this afternoon. But that was my 9/11 experience. That's how it affected me. And as I said, she was just my friend, one of the girls at the club that she and I became friendly. But still, you love people, grow to love people. She was selling art at one time also. Actually, yeah, some of the art I have here, she, people used to have like parties and like Tupperware parties, kind of. They come to your house and put out their artwork. And if you host enough, if enough of the people that you host purchase art, you earn a piece. You earn a certain amount of value. And I believe that a couple of the pieces I have here, I may have bought at one of her shows. But she was just a sweetheart, beautiful girl. All right, folks. Enough about Patty and Alva. Um, and all I gotta say about Mr. Rudy Giuliani, he wasn't doing nothing that he wasn't supposed to do, nothing that he hadn't been elected to do. Thank you. Something dinged over here. Nothing that he wasn't supposed to do, but his job. So that's just part of, I guess, what got me. Like I said, I couldn't do any of this. I felt like such a heaviness. And my godfather said it's because I'm the dead are very connected to me somehow. That's why he called me Agun Lady. Since we've been knowing each other all these 23 years, I guess. Because he says there's something with you and the dead. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But even then, with the talking about being cremated, I would have never considered nothing like that before. But now, fine, I don't care. Even my mother, people have become coming to accept. Sorry, you guys, this ain't for me. Just for them. We've come to accept more and more because of this event. Not that there's anything good that could come out of it, but that is a lesson that we have now. That is nothing wrong with being cremated. It doesn't make you unacceptable to enter the kingdom of heaven and anything like that. Let's, and for a long time, remember, that was a big controversy. And after that happened, no controversy at all. You either go in the urn or you go in a casket, you go in a tomb, you go whatever you're gonna do, but it's not a bad choice. It's not something that people are like, oh, can't do it. I got 6 people in the room. I only got 3 thumbs up. Please thumbs up when you enter the room. Katrilla, was there someone in particular that you wanted to speak to today? Anybody that lost anybody on 9/11 in particular? I will be more than happy to take you all. And Sarah Rose? Odell Brown. Okay. Sarah Rose, do you have anyone that you would like to speak to? Okay, so Odell Brown is a grandpa. Okay. On your father's side, huh? And hey, Red Moon. How are you? And where are you from? Sarah Rose, is there anybody in particular you'd like to reach? Who else I have here? Mexico. Welcome. I'm great. Thank you very much. Um, Anybody that lost anyone on 9/11? Now, who do I have here? Nicholas S. Please like when you come in the room and share so that other people know we're here so we can get some more positive energy going around here. Alrighty. Sarah Rose or Nicola, Tia Tara, Alejandra Morales, and Red Moon. Nicole has Robert Sullivan. Okay, thank you, baby. I'll call your name when we're ready to do him. And Tia Tara, Alejandra, and Red Moon, if there's somebody you'd like to see if you can connect with today, let's do it. You're welcome, darling. I got 5 people here. I got 4 thumbs up. Come on, thumbs ups is just what you pay for getting in the room. Mm. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, let's work with Odell for Katrilla, our moderator. Did my son just bring this for me without saying anything? Or have I left this out? It feels cool. I have to call him and ask him. That would be great. Mm. Okay, Katrilla and Odell. Can I move this? All right. Mm. Just give me a second here, Katrilla. I'm coming. Okay. Okay. Katrilla Johnson wants to see if she can get a message from her grandpa, Odell Brown. Okay. Katrilla, think about him and send him some positive energy. Ask him to bring you a message. Everybody else, send some positive energy towards Katrilla so that she can give her grandpa some energy and he can come and say something to us today. Sarah Rose, there. Alan, okay. Oh, Alan Stace. All right, let's go. Odell Brown. Granddaughter Katrilla is here and she would like to get a message from you. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. You have anything to tell her? Odell? Odell Brown. All right, he says it's beautiful where I am. Thank you. He says, I see all of your thoughts. Oh. I was met here by so many loving people. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay, Jennifer, I have your name. If you liked it, that's fine. You don't have to tell us. This is just for the people who just are coming in. All right, Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer, who do you want to speak to? Think of who it is that you want to speak to. Um, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you guys for coming and thank you for thumbs up and sharing. We can get more people in here. Red Moon, did you want to connect with someone? Let me know. And Alejandra, if you want, and Tia, Trivia, Tia Triva. Anything else? What's wrong with this chat? Thank you, Sarah Rose. Sarah Rose said that she's praying for everyone to get the messages that they need today. Ashe. Thank you, Sarah Rose. Okay, Jennifer. Well, right now I'm just going to put down Paw Paw for you. But if you think of somebody else by the time I call your name, I'll take it then. And see if you know your Paw Paw's name. We got a few Paw Paws around here today. I'm sure. Okay. One more card, please, Spirit. Odell, thank you so much for coming through for Katrilla. Yes. One more card. All right. I see it. One more. Nothing else? You got nothing else to say? Okay. I guess not. Put something in my eye. Bill. All right. Got my eye jumping. Odell, what are you doing? Are you telling me yes or no? All right. Okay. Told me to get a numerology card for you, Katrilla. Okay, Odell. What did you want to tell Katrilla? What was that? You wanted her to know. What did you need her to know? So far that we have here. It is beautiful where I am. I see all of your thoughts. I was met by so many loving people, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I don't know what that means. That might mean something to you, but he's just letting you know that he was met by your other people. Maybe to confirm it's him. Oh, he was blind? I'm done. I didn't even see that. What? Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Odell. Thank you. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Katrilla, he gave you a 19, pride. Maybe he wants to let you know that he's proud of you. I'm hearing pride and joy. You are my pride and joy. Huh. Hmm. All right, let's see what else 19 is talking about because that's what I heard. You're his first grandchild. Okay. I know that feeling. Yeah. Yes, he's very proud of you. You're his pride and joy. That's what he was telling me. That's what he wants you to know. You still are his pride and joy. That's what that is. He was just identifying himself. All right, I'll read it. I don't know. I'm going to read it. He said, read it. I'm going to read it. All right. But you are his pride and joy. First grandchild, especially granddaughter power. Yay, granddaughter power. This card indicates a need to swallow your pride to improve your current situation and your quality of life. By admitting when you're wrong and choosing to see another's point of view, you raise your vibration, which means you are closer to your dreams. Whether this person is right or wrong. The bottom line is if you want to be happy, if you want to create a happy, harmonious life, you must let go of your need to be right or in control. To overpower, belittle, or punish another goes against the nature of your soul and takes you out of alignment. When you have the courage to own up to your own mistakes, you align yourself with source. Admitting when you're wrong builds character, inner strength, and self-esteem. It opens the door for resolution and creates better relationships with others. Stubbornness and pride get you nowhere, but humility and compromise bring you closer to the realization of your dreams. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adapt to, and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to rise above your ego rather than go it alone because you're too stubborn to back down. You must cooperate with others. When you swallow your pride, you can make your dreams come true. So, Katrina, I think I don't know if that resonated with you, but that is what the message was. And if it wasn't for you, it was for me. Oh, he asked you to move, and so what you under? Wait a minute. Everybody else, if you want to put this on pause, you can. Coachella, isn't this what you've been wanting? You're afraid to give up control, and that's why Grandpa said pride. He did so much, but you was loving him so much through all of that. Mandia Mia, if you give me a thumbs up, we're doing readings for people who have family who have passed over. So these are ancestral readings. So I'm not doing that, but you're welcome to stay. Yes, he did so much, and yes, you stayed with him throughout so much. So you must love him. So just my advice, because you focused on him, you love him, and if he's making, that's okay, Mantia. You were excited to get in the room, and I'm excited to have you here. Just please give us a thumbs up, and you can hang out and see if you decide that you want to join in and get a reading by someone that you may be missing today, who has crossed over, someone who has died. Then I already took your name down, so you'll be in the order that you arrived. Yeah, you would have to give him control, but if you can, put some, have a plan B. Everybody don't need to know. Some money aside somewhere in an account or, whatever, just in case, stuff goes left. So at least if things go crazy, you have a base. So that don't mean go spend it at Christmas time. That means that's your emergency. I gotta leave this brother money. Okay? And nobody don't have to know about it. Put it in one of your kids' name in a savings account somewhere, whatever. And then go and follow the bliss that you have been seeking all this time. I don't know what state he's trying to move you to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you're going to Mississippi or something. I'd be like, put the brakes on that too. But I don't know if that's where you're supposed to be. Ask your ancestors. But I think they're North Carolina, Charlotte. Lots of people going down there. Seems to be a nice place. Do it if you feel like it. It's not like he's taking you to Alaska. You can get back. Just like I said, put some money aside so you have enough money to get you out of there if you need to, and your kids out of there if you need to. This is with his music. So if you listen, do you believe in his dream? Do you think that he can, do well? I'm not saying that he's going to be like, Michael Jackson. I'm just saying, will he be able to pursue his dream and be able to um, take care of you, you know, because musicians, they can have challenges with money, you know. Does he have another skill that he can employ? My son is a musician. I sent him to bartender school. Just saying. Just in case you're on the road, you run out of money and y'all need somebody got a skill to do something. I sent him to bartender school. I thought it was yeah, they want you to rely on yourself, but they want you to know that if this is what you want, they're saying they see all of your thoughts. They know what you want. So put some money aside for yourself, emergency. Yeah, they want you to rely on him. They want you to swallow your pride just so you can have this experience, if nothing else. Maybe there's something else that'll be there when you get there that'll take you on the path that you're supposed to go. You never know. Actually, I think that's the message. You can confirm it with your ancestors. You know what to do, but I think that that's what this is. Okay, so that was your message from your grandpa. He loves you. He said you're his pride and joy. That's what I heard distinctly. Definitely. But it's confirmed that they want you to take a chance. You know, that's I don't, that's part of the twin flame journey also for those of us women who have been away or on our own for such a long time, and these divine masculines have been putting you through it. When it gets to the point where, oh, now they're ready to commit, oh, now they want to make a move, now you're like, really? Like, really? Mm. So why don't you go ahead and make that move without me, bro? I'm good now. I've done it all this time by myself. Why would I follow your confused butt? Because he's the divine masculine. And hey, it's a choice. You don't have to do it. You have free will, just like he had free will all this time to act stupid. But we're vibrating on a higher vibration than that. Well, whatever it is, Katrilla, you want him. So let's not even joke about that. This is the person who you have been loving and yearning. So take a chance. Just take a chance. See how it goes. It'll be an experience that you're going to gain something from. If you're led to go, go. If you're led not to go, don't go. But if you're led not to go, then you know that you're not going to be loving him from 2 states or 3 states away. That's all. That's out. That's out. Because you're not going to be here driving me crazy. All right, let's go ahead on. All right, Katrilla, baby. Thank you so much. Don't get mad at me because I said that. That was just jokes. Sarah Rose, we're going to look at Alan Stace. Who is your dad? I'm so sorry. It's been so slow. Okay, Katrilla laughed. See, she knows I'm a joker. I like to put bad jokes sometimes, but yeah, sometimes it's me, sometimes it's them. Sometimes it's the collective. All right, Sarah Rose, we're going to look for Alan Stace. And after Sarah Rose, we are going to look for Nicholas. Nicola. We're going to look for Robert for Nicola, okay? It is out of love, baby. It is. I love my subscribers, the sweethearts. I lost all my male subscribers. They ran out on me. So now I got 100% female subscribers. So, oh well, it is what it is. All right, so here we go for Sarah Rose, for Alan Stace, her dad. All right, she said, go for it. Let's go for it. Okay, Alan. Sarah Rose wants to speak to you. How are you? She wants you to come through with a message. Please, everybody that's in the room, could you send positive energy towards Sarah Rose while she sends positive energy out to her dad, Alan? Hmm. Well, what you doing? On a jam here, a traffic jam of cars. Come on, let's go. Okay, so the first message is I'm learning over here. Hmm. Okay, and we are soulmates. Okay, so what that usually is referring to is not that your father was your husband in your other lives and stuff like that. It just means that he's part of your soul family. He's traveling with you. Okay. Hey, Priceless Zion. Hmm. All right, so I got 7 folks in here. I only got 5 thumbs up. Please thumb up when you enter the room. So when they say that we are soulmates, they're indicating that you're part of the same soul family. You all have traveled through. Like I think what he's saying is that he's learning that now. He's saying that this was his first his first time, his first go round, and he's learning there. He says over here. It's about there. This is my chat. And so now he's learning that the two of you are soulmates and that he's going to see you again. That's what he said. You're going to come and be with him again in the next, mhm, his next incarnation. He is going to be with you in his next incarnation. He's learning about that. So he wanted to tell you that. Huh. Anything else, Helen? Anything else, Alan? Okay. Okay. He says I had to leave that way. He says you are never alone. So he's saying he's around you. You're never alone. He's not the only one around you, he's saying. But he's learning about this over here. He's studying, he's waiting until he's ready to return. That's what he's saying. He's studying to learn until he's ready to return to you. So maybe, I don't know if there's a child or somebody being born soon in your family. Perhaps that's what he's saying, that he's going to come back. He says, I'm so much better now. Yeah, he's got a lot to say. I'll send you loving signs through nature. I think that's what he's saying. If there's someone in the family who is expecting a child, or a, he said adopting a child, I don't know. But if there's a new child coming into your family, pay attention to that child. Or if there's some new young energy, it doesn't have to be like newborn, but like young, like 5, 4, 3, toddlerish. When I'm hearing him saying that when he says I'll send you signs through nature, he's talking about the child, a child that he's learning his lessons, and he's so much better now, whatever that means, and that he's gonna identify. You're gonna be able to see him in whoever this child is, and the child could be a female, but there's gonna be things about the way this child acts or things that they may say that's gonna remind you of him. Okay, so I think that's I think that's what he all he has to say. Is that okay? Are you done now? Mhm. Oh, he's funny. He says, "Cool. Can't I get a card too?" Oh, he was a professor. Oh. Mhm, mhm, mhm. All right. 5. Change. So there's a change that's going to be happening for you. Something is going to change. At the bottom of the deck was 13 effort. Maybe that is a change. Maybe there's a child that's going to be coming around you and it's going to change your life, change the way you think about things, change, just going to bring a change to you. All right, Adam, I see you. I'll call your name when I get to you. Just stand by. Make sure that you like when you get to the room and share, please. Let's see what change. Well, Zion, you have to come up with one name of somebody, and when I get to you, give it to me. Or you could give it to me while I'm doing this, and if I see it, I'll write it down. But I'm not. You have. If there's someone who you lost who passed away, 9/11, 2001 at the World Trade Center, you can put that person in. We'll do that reading. And Adam, Juan, you just have to give me your grandmother's name. So back to Sarah and Alan. This card indicates a time of unexpected and expected change when anything can happen and usually does. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to think of your life as an adventure in which exciting opportunities could appear at any moment. Rather than fearing the unfamiliar and unknown, you are urged to embrace expansion, movement, and change. Something dinged around here again. Oh, okay. All right. All right. I know where my iPad is. All right. This is a time to go with the flow and open yourself to opportunities that will improve your quality of life. Anything is possible, and the wheels are set in motion. So be sure to play your part by moving closer to your dreams. You may be called upon to make changes in your mindset, relationships, residence, lifestyle, or career, wherever a shift is needed to serve your greater good. It's time to broaden your horizons and respark your passion for life. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural cycles and rhythms of your life that are leading you towards a time of movement and change. Procrastination, resistance, and fear only take you out of alignment So surrender yourself to the opportunities. They're about to present themselves. Trust that you're divinely loved and guided, and you will be shown the way. Ashe? So there's some change coming. I don't know. Maybe you teach also. You got kids. Maybe there's going to be a kid in the class in September that's going to remind you of your father. I don't know. I just got, it doesn't have, like in like a development, like these like townhouses. I'm seeing that type of thing, like townhouses. So they have like community rooms and stuff. Well, maybe you're going to run to a kid in that community that's going to remind you of your dad. I don't know. Oh, Adam said, Ching. Okay, here we go. So, does that make any sense to you? Oh, you know what it means and you understand? Ashe. Thank you very much, Alan. And thank you very much, Sarah Rose. Next up is Nicola, and we're looking for Robert. Thank you. Ashe. I'm glad that made sense to you, baby. That's all it has to do. Yes, 13 and 1 and 3 is your foundation. 4 is foundational. So this is something about who you are. It could have something to do with your family, stability, but that was your message. Okay, I'm so glad you're happy. Thank you. Don't forget to like and share these messages. Tell your friends. I got 10 people in here. I only got 7 thumbs up. Can I get everybody to thumbs up? So, Nicola for Robert. Nicola for Robert. Woohoo. Oh, that's the one that's 13. Oh, so you already know this kid. All righty, Ashe. Very nice. Very nice. God bless you. Did Nicola leave me? I'm going to go for Robert Sullivan. Nicola, when you're ready, just say, let's go. You're welcome. Hey, good, Nicola. Let's go. All right, Nicola's trying to reach Robert. So, Nicola, I need you to put positive energy. Let Robert know that you want to hear something from him. Everybody else, do me a favor, help by sending positive energy towards Nicola so that she can send positive energy towards Robert and he can bring her the message. Thank you. I say. Okay, Robert Sullivan. He's your father, Nicola? Robert Sullivan. Okay. I was thinking the other day about this old movie, Grandfather. Okay. All right. So maybe this is okay. I was thinking about this old movie. I don't know if it's even available for anybody to see. It's called Sullivan. The Fighting Sullivans. Wonka. That's what you called him? Oh. All right. You have to get in line. All right. And oh, you do live in that type of development, Sarah Rose, and you know the little boy I'm talking about. Very good. Okay. So you call him Manka. All right. And Aura is looking for Maria. All righty. Thank you. Okay, so Nicola, message that came so far from Robert is beautiful where I am. And believe in yourself. You can do it. Okay, April. All right, April is going to be my last person because this is going to get real long. I could see that. I've only done three. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Okay. So, Robert. So yeah, I was thinking about this movie like a day or two ago. It's called The Fighting Sullivans. Old movie, black and white. And it's about these guys. They were all brothers. I think there were five of them. And they were all in the Navy. And it was a true story. And I think I'm not going to tell the end of the story, but it was really beautiful. And as I was thinking about the story, my brain does like two things at a time. Things sometimes I don't know. Maybe everybody's brain works like that. I haven't sat down and asked. But anyway, it came on my mind in my mind, and then on the other side, it was like, yeah, that's probably what that movie Private Ryan by Steven Spielberg was probably based on that. Because he would have seen that, and he's a little older than me or my age. I don't know. But okay, so he was in the Air Force. Okay, so okay, military stuff. That's what it is. Okay, because Private Ryan was in the Army, I guess, right? Yes. So this is military. Mm. All right. Well, thanks. Now I know maybe when I think about that movie, that's what it's trying to indicate for me. Thank you. Yes, it was. It's called the Fighting Sullivans, I believe it is. Fighting Sullivans, old black and white movie, and there was five boys. They were all Irish, and their mother. They were like first generation Irish boys, and all five of her sons um, got into the Navy. And I think at one point they were all on the same ship. That was the whole idea of the movie. But I loved it. It was just so heartwarming, patriotic. Hope maybe they have it on YouTube somewhere for free. But it was just a very very nice movie, and I thought about that the other day. So that's what this is about. Okay. He says, "I have become one of your guides, and I am standing next to you. I'm standing right next to you." So he's letting you know that he's there for you. He's encouraging you. He wants you to believe in yourself, whatever it is that you are doubting yourself about right now. You can do it. He's one of your guides, and he's letting you know that he's always with you. Okay? Mm, okay. Priceless, your grandmama is Danielle? Okay. All right. So, got 9 folks in here. I only got 7 thumbs up, folks. Come on, help. And super chat is open if anybody is so inclined to donate. I appreciate it. I'm standing right next to you. I'm becoming so he wants you to know not to be afraid. He's always around you. Okay. Oh, you crying, baby? Yeah, and he believes in you. He says you can do it. Hmm. Anything else? Mm. He says, remember me by the happy memories we have created. When you think about him, that's him reminding you that he's right there. That's what he's saying. When, and I'm hearing my song, Let It Be. Spirit, y'all gonna have to come up with more up-to-date songs for these children. But anyway, Let It Be by the Beatles. Oh, music. I don't know. I don't know. Number 32, music. I don't know if that has anything, if that means anything to you, but like I said, I was thinking about that song, Let It Be. And as I picked up the cards, here comes 32. 3 and 2 is 5, so 5 is change. Music. Maybe you've changed the kind of music that the two of you used to listen to, or the music has changed. The music, maybe there was music the two of you used to enjoy together and it's changed. Maybe he's telling you that the type of music he likes has changed. I don't know. Country music has changed. Yes, it has. That's what it is. Country music then. Okay. And it reminds you of him. That was Remember Me by the great memories that we share and the music. The country music reminds you of your grandpa. I got that. I understand that. When you hear it, of course, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. All righty. Very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And hope that that message resonated. I see that it did. So he wanted you to know that when you hear the music that reminds you of him, he's right there with you. That's his signal to remind you, because he's always with you. He's saying he's always there. But when you hear the music and you think of him, that's him giving you a little nudge, let you know that he is there. All right, baby. So thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that resonated with you. If you want to get any further messages from your ancestor, you can always light a white candle and put a glass of water next to it. Before you go to bed at night, make sure that you put it in a place that's fireproof and safe, if you can, and ask them to reveal more messages through you, through your dreams, or through synchronicities during the day. The next person up is Tia Triva. Tia Triva. Oh, I'm glad. It means a lot. It means a lot to me to be able to do this. Tia Triva and then Alejandra Morales. Nicholas. Oh, your son talked about the change in country music. The change in music. Music has changed. Okay. Tia, Alejandra, and Red Moon. Red Moon would be next. If I don't hear from Tia and Alejandra, it probably left because it's so long. But I'm going to keep going. The Beatles, right. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comforts me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. I hope I don't get shut down for that. But in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer. Let it be. So this came up 22 while I'm singing that. So that's my intuition that I get these songs. I know. Thank you guys. Oh, thank you. It used to be better a long time ago. All right. So Tia trivia. Okay. So we got Alejandra Morales and Red Mom. Red Moon. Sorry. Red Moon. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Then we'll go with Jennifer for Paw Bill. We took so much time just doing those three, plus my girlfriend. I guess we ran people out of here. I got 10 folks in here. I only got 9 thumbs up. Can I get another thumbs up? You just got in here. Well, maybe you forgot 2 thumbs up. That's the price of admission, at least. Jennifer. And then trying to give folks a minute. All right, Manja. Manja Mia, who did you want to talk to? Manja Mia. Yeah, you are on the list if you didn't want to be. Okay, Tammy. I closed off the list. We're doing ancestral messages. So I already got 12 people today. Okay, Manja Mia, what is the name of the person that you would like to connect with? You're welcome. Your grandparents, what are their names? Just their first names is good. You're welcome. And hi, Tammy, and hi, Alabama. Tammy is a Leo. Well, happy belated birthday to you, Tammy. Antonio and Paulina. Okay. So, they're Italian. You're welcome, Tammy. Uh, Antonio and Paulina. All right, let's go. Hmm. Okay, so everybody who's in the room now, let's put some positive energy towards Mandia Mia as she puts her positive energy towards Antonio and Paulina. All right, so we're going to help her by giving her positive energy, and she, in turn, is going to put her positive energy towards her grandparents, Antonio and Paulina. All right, so let's take a deep breath, everybody. Thank you, April. April's giving you uh, prayers and hearts, Mandia Mia. All right, so let's talk to Antonio or Paulina for Mandia. Thank you very much. Any message for her, please? All right, so somebody's saying it was my time to go. Thank you guys. I got 10 folks in here. I got 10 thumbs up. Hallelujah. Thank you. It was my time to go. You have nothing to feel guilty about. Jeez. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. We are soulmates. I'm getting two people that, like, one died and the other one died shortly thereafter, or they were just sad for a long time. They were each other's soulmates. I don't know. It's like I feel like one person is speaking and then the other one is speaking too. Hmm. Okay. Remember me by the happy memories we created. Oh, this makes sense to you? Hmm. It was my time to go. You have nothing to feel guilty about. I have become one of your guys at the bottom of the deck. They brought my attention to it. So that might mean something also. I don't know. I'm just getting this feeling like these two people were each other's soulmates. And usually this comes of saying that they're your soulmate, and they are. But it's like somebody couldn't go on without the other one, but they're saying nobody should feel guilty. Oh, it makes sense? You crying? Oh my God, Lord have mercy. All right. So they have become one of your guides. And just remember them by the memories that you all have created. So that was a message. They were each other's soulmates in this case. They want you to know that one couldn't make it without the other. They were sad the entire time that they were away from the other one. And so maybe the one didn't take as good of care of themselves as they should have because they really wanted to be with the other person. And they just want you to remember the memories. And they wanted to say this because they want you to understand about how deep love can be. That's what you're saying, how deep love can be. How deep is your love? Hmm. They want you to know that. And they want you to, I guess, look at them as an example. That's what it said. Look to them as an example. So they have become one of your guides in the, you know, spiritual sense, but they also want you to look at how they live their lives and how they related to each other and learn whatever lesson that you can garner from that, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing. So that's what it makes sense to you. Okay, you're welcome, darling. So I hope that if you want to contact them, you can do it. As I said earlier, you can always give them water and a white candle. But Whenever you think about them, that's them letting you know that they are there. But they want you to look at their relationship as some kind of, oh, tell it to your mom. Okay, maybe it'll make sense to her too. She can always watch this as long as it gets uploaded. Keep our fingers crossed. Pray to the YouTube spirit. It ate up one that was 5 hours long for me 2 weeks ago, so I don't have much trust in it. All right, yeah, but tell your mom, you know, whatever, whoever that was for, you know, to learn from their example, whether it was bad or good. I don't know what that means, but your mother will know. 11, 11. Look, I got 11 thumbs up and 11 people in here. That's twin flame. That's manifestations. Okay, so tell your mother, your grandparents were twin flames. Then maybe you just explain the whole twin flame to them if you understand it. If not, Google it. But that's what that was. That's them telling us that they were twin flames. Aww, Asheko. How sweet. All righty. Let's do. Did we get Jennifer back here for Pow Pow? Bill? If not, we are going to do Danielle for Priceless Zion. All right, darling. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting us share that message for you. That's so sweet. If you could screenshot it and show your mother or tell her about it when you do your research on twin flames, you'll see how important that number 1111 is if you don't know already. 11, this is an 11 year, 2018 is an 11 year. 11 is a number that indicates manifestation. 11 is a master number. So if you get 11, 22s, and 33s, and 44s, and 55, you start seeing a lot of those type of numbers, then that means that there are some, spirit is trying to contact you. There's some spiritual messages in that. If you repeatedly see these numbers, it could be your birthday numbers, but if you see 555, 444, 333, then that is a message that you can Google and find out what it is that they're trying to tell you. Sometimes these lessons coordinate with these numbers, I'm noticing. So when you look at the definition of what it means in all of the different meanings, it may say, oh, yeah, that's a gift that you may have, just a spiritual gift. You see these numbers every day, April? Okay. So who are we doing? Priceless. Just Jennifer, Tiara, Alejandra, and Red Moon didn't answer up. Yeah, those numbers. So when you see those numbers, Daniel, okay, Daniel Boone, okay, like Daniel. So your grandmother's name was Daniel. All right, here we go. Um, oh, thank you so much, Tammy. Okay, so when you see the numbers, you know, Google it, look it up, angel numbers, like 33, 40, those are master numbers. Then when you see like 333, 444, 555, that's another level of it. So just keep a little journal, see what the numbers are that, come to you. How did I get on that? I don't know, but do that. Some reason that's what I'm telling you to do. Oh, because the 1111. See, it's over. It's 10, 10, 10, 11 now. Okay, so we are doing Daniel for Precious Zion. So Precious, I need you to give positive energy towards Daniel, your grandmother. I need everybody else in the room to help give positive energy towards Zion, Priceless Zion, so that she can give positive energy to her grandmother. Okay? All right, let's go. Mhm. All right, so I say send out that positive energy, baby. All right, Daniel. Your granddaughter, I think, Priceless Zion, would like to reach you, get a message from you. I have one card that came for you already. One message. It says, if I had known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. Hmm. I feel happy and healthy, and I have become one of your spirit guides. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. All right, so letting you know that she is one of your guides. It's letting you know that she can be in more than one place at one time. So if you're having some concern, difficulty, and somebody else in the family or something else is going on, she can be with you and them at the same time. There's no competition. There's no reason for anybody to hesitate calling because, oh, they're busy over there. It don't work like that. Okay. So anytime you need them, she's around you all the time if that is a concern. hmm There is no time where I am. Time is only on earth. You receive this? Very good. Ashe. So there's no time. This talks about divine timing. Okay. This talks about waiting on something. That there can be, I think she's saying that you could be, this person's blessings over here does not negate someone else's blessings. Like you can both get blessed at the same time. That's what I'm being told. Just because, the same way bad things can happen in threes, good things can happen in threes too, is what she said. That's what she just said. The same way death can happen in threes, good stuff can happen in threes. It just depends on divine timing. If this is your time, if this is your path. Hmm. Okay. There's no time where she is only time is only on earth. So I guess it's saying that somebody needs to have patience. Someone maybe don't be jealous or envious or feel slighted that somebody might have gotten something that maybe you thought you should have gotten at the time, or you've been waiting for something a long time and then somebody else got it instead. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I'm hearing. And they're saying, don't worry about it. Be easy. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I'm still shuffling because I already got 5 cards. Okay, it's my time to go. Was at the bottom of the deck. All right. It says I am It is beautiful where I am. Oh, that makes sense. All right. Priceless says she knows I've been waiting. I say okay. And it also says I'm surrounded by loving animals. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Maybe she had pets, or you have pets and you're concerned. Or maybe she had a lot of animals when she was here. But it is beautiful where she is. Everybody wants to get a numerology card message. See, they're getting spoiled now. hmm Okay. So let's see what she wants you to hear. Hmm. 5 and 6. 56. A relationship change. 5 and 6. 56 is 11. A relationship change. So if you've been waiting on a change in your relationship, bottom of this deck, karmic completion. Maybe you waiting on a divorce or something. Waiting on a divorce, or somebody to leave or you leave. 3 dogs, 4 cats, and 2 snakes. Well, I guess this is your grandmother then. Yeah. Some relationship status is going to change because you've completed this karmic lesson. That's what I'm getting from those 2 cards. If that makes sense to you. So if there's something that you're waiting on, maybe you're waiting on somebody to get a divorce, maybe you're waiting on somebody to some relationship around you that's coming to a that's going to change because the karmic lesson has been learned already or achieved or you fulfilled your contract. This card indicates the end of a karmic lesson or cycle where you have successfully cleared a contract or a debt from the past. This could refer to a challenging situation that you have recently conquered in your life or a troubling experience with an individual that involved a great deal of effort or pain. Even though our ongoing lessons to confront throughout the course of your life, you will never have to experience these particular lessons again. Ashe. This card represents the wheel of fortune, where, where whatever goes up must come down, just as the tides. Okay, total confirmation. I'm done with my karmic cycle. Ashe. Just as the tides are constantly ebbing and flowing, you are being encouraged to adapt to both the highs and lows in your life. For it is in your ability to adapt that you make your dreams come true. By stating this too shall pass, in the face of each and every experience, you remain centered and grounded and stable. In order to better your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that have cleared you of a karmic debt from your past. So pat yourself on the back and acknowledge your efforts and achievements. By continuing to face your challenges head on and treating others with love and respect, you will be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. The affirmation here is I clear debts from my past and create a happy, harmonious life. I say. So, you've confirmed that you're done with your karmic cycle? No, Jackie, we're not doing that today. We're reading for people who have ancestors who have crossed over and want to get a message from them. And I have chosen 12 people, and I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 5 already. All right, so you're welcome to hang out and stay, but we're not doing relationships unless it comes up in the reading for someone, which is why I'm reading these numerology cards because who are we talking to? Miss, I know it is Priceless, right? And Danielle. Hmm. All right, so you know that you're at the end of their karmic completion. And all right, I have people that didn't show up to their spots. I'll take you, Jackie. We'll see though. We'll have to see because this is already 2 hours. And who do you want to talk to? Your stepdad. What's his name, Jackie? I'm not done with you, Priceless. All right. When I get to you, Jackie, you'll tell me your stepfather's name. And then have a seat. Make sure that you, Robert, make sure that you gave me a thumbs up when you get in this room. And Super Chat is open, anybody who feels so inclined. So, I'm so sorry. 56. Relationship change. This card indicates a time when a relationship in your life is going through periods of change. This adjustment is inevitable and necessary for the natural progression of this relationship. And the wisdom and the experience gained will be of great benefit to all who are involved. Whether it's a child leaving home, a partnership or a friendship ending, or a loved one or a friend, a work colleague or a neighbor is going through a change, know that you and the other person are divinely guided and protected and have the strength to carry on. This card may also indicate a positive relationship change, such as a declaration of commitment, for example, a wedding or an engagement. It could also indicate the resolution of an ongoing problem or dispute. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to, harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life that are leading you towards a change in a relationship dynamic. And during this period of transition, it's important to remember that as you grow and evolve, your relationships grow and evolve too. So be flexible and adaptable and know that all is well. The affirmation here is my relationships grow and evolve for the greater good of all. So the relationship is evolving, it's coming to its completion karmically, and you are happy about that and you're aware of it already. Okay, so Zion is thanking you, Grandma, and thanking the divine, Ashe. Yes. Oh, thank you also. Thank you. Thank you, Priceless. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, share, tell your friends. Let's build up my subscription ship over here. So I'm glad that that message resonated with you. All right. So let's see. My next person was Adam. Oh, Chung for Adam Wong. Much success to you too, baby. Ashe, Ashe. Keep us posted. I hope everything goes well with your relationship change. Adam Wong is trying to reach his grandma Chung. Hey, Adam, you still here? Very good. So, everybody who's here, we are going to give Adam some positive energy while he focuses in on his grandma. So, I need everybody to give Adam that positive energy. And Adam, you are going to be in turn giving some positive energy to grandma and let her know that you want to speak to her, that you want a message from her. All right, so we're going to work with each other so that Adam can get the message that he's supposed to get from his grandma, Chung. Don't forget to subscribe and share these messages. These messages are for the people who are here, but there may be others who will enjoy these messages when they're received. When we share them, there may be some information that it may be something that resonates with someone we don't know, but that's the purpose. That's why God has given us this ability to share these messages like that. So we have to take advantage of them as much as we can. Because these messages are for us, but not just for us. Sometimes someone else may get something out of any of these messages. Little stuff that we don't even understand what we're saying or commenting to make a difference to someone else. Give someone else an epiphany. Okay, Adam. Very good. I see you, April. You wanted to speak to Joe, right? Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you so much, April. April is sending you positive prayers and hearts and love. First card that jumped out here, Adam, for Chung, is that I'm surrounded by loving animals and I have become one of your guides. Mhm. Okay, thank you. I love these comments. I hope that it uploads with the comments. I'm just a thought away. I am just a thought away. So she's around you a lot. She's letting you know that she's one of your guides. When you think of her, that's her letting you know that she's there. She's allowing you to. The thought of her comes across your thoughts. That's because she's right there. She wants you to know that. Surrounded by loving animals, perhaps, like I said, she had animals. Maybe you had animals or an animal that you were worried about when you were little. What happened to it? So she's letting you know the animal is with her. If that makes sense. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. She says we will be together again. Bottom of the deck says, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. Okay. Which I'm getting, she was away, or you were away when she passed, or you couldn't get to her, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you couldn't reach her. She lived with you and you had two dogs. Ashe, okay. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. We will be together again. Everything happens for a reason. So maybe you didn't expect her to pass away or get sick, but she's letting you know that she's around you still. She's still around. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Okay. She wants to read that. Ooh. Excuse me. Mm. Love is the true nature of your soul. You did healing energies on her and left her, and then she died 15 minutes later. Okay. Everything happens for a reason. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Love is the true nature of your soul. By making a choice to love instead of fear, you're saying yes to God. I remember in life when I would let other people's opinions of me define who I was. I was never good enough to be accepted. That's because I was living in fear. Now I know how much more powerful love is. Now I know how much more powerful love is. By making the right choices, you welcome abundance into every aspect of your life. And I want nothing more than for you to be happy. So, at every choice you make, stay true to your nature and choose love. Fear separates. Fear separates. Love unites. For over here, I will try to remind you to always attempt to see love in all that you do. That way you can live a happier and more fulfilling life while on earth. I think what she is saying, don't question your healing abilities because of this situation. That was fine. That you did heal her and that's why she was able to go on. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying. So don't question your actions. Everything happens for a reason. You chose love. You gave love and it was healing. And that's why she was able to let go. That means, oh, it makes sense to you. That's the message that she's sending you, baby. Okay. So I hope that resonates with you. You can always give her water and a white candle before you go to bed. Make sure you're in a place that is, safe for you to light a candle and leave it unattended. If not, just put a glass of water near your bed and get a piece of paper and ask spirit to bring you further messages and perhaps she'll come to you in your dreams or maybe she'll show you synchronicities throughout the day that will make sense to you. Okay. Oh, Beeful B, I'm running so long on this. It's not that I wouldn't do it, but this is going on 3 hours and I still got some more people. And I don't want to promise that I will come back after I've done this because I'm not reliable. I honestly know that. But I want to stay, I want to keep doing this, but I just don't want it to get so long that, it won't get uploaded or people won't watch it. But I'm enjoying this myself. It's 2:22, 24, 27, 28 now. All right, but thank you so much. If you subscribe to the channel and you hit notifications when I do this, it'll come up. You get telepathic messages from your loved ones. That's what happens. Doesn't sound it sounds strange. Does it sound strange because the way you hear it is the audio off? Or is it just strange because other people around you don't get those same kind of messages? Does it sound strange because it's coming in cracked up? Or does it sound strange just because it's it's a gift and you're not used to it? Oh, what happened? Why did Beeful B get retracted? What she said? Jeez. Alrighty. Blessings to you too, B. I guess I'll see it later. All right. Adam. So thank you so much, Adam. I think that those were your messages from Chen. And we're going to look for Maria for Aura. Aura. And then we're going to get to April and Joe. Adam, this came up while I was this spiritual career. That's you. Get on it. It's a gift and you got to get used to it because you have a spiritual career. That's the card that came out as I looked up and I saw that question. Yeah, Adam, do that. Start working on it. Start paying attention. Get the journal. Like I said, keep a track of your dreams. April, you want to speak to Joe. You're next after Aurea and Maria. Aura. I'm sorry. Aura. Okay, Adam. So work on that. Start tuning in. If you haven't set up an ancestral altar already, you can do so. I have videos on my channel that talk about how to set up an ancestral altar. Okay, so do that. Um, um, and If you can't do it inside, you can always create a sacred space in nature, outside. All right, so Aura, we are looking for Maria. So everybody, let's send some positive vibes towards Aura as she tries to get in touch with Maria. Okay, and Aura, I need you to send positive vibes towards Aura. Towards Maria. Excuse me. Aura's sending positive vibes towards Maria. And so you can see what message she wants to share with you today here. I know about multitasking, April. I do it all the time. I know. Let's go. Let's go. Maria, Aura wants to get a message from you today. Thank you for coming. All right, first card was Now I Have No Pain. Did that get sent? That's why it's sitting there looking at me all this time. Okay. Okay, so the first card was Now I Have No Pain. And the next card was It Was Not Your Fault. This is from Maria. From Aura. From Maria for Aura. She's trying to reach you, Maria. She's trying to reach you. Thank you. I'm just a thought away. It was my time to go. And I am not dead. Okay, so bottom of the deck says, we have been together in dreams. Okay, so Aura. She's letting you know that she's no longer in pain and that it was time for her to go. And whatever is going on or whatever situation that you may be feeling some remorse or some guilt about, it may or may not be connected with her death, but she's letting you know this is not your fault. It was her time to go. Okay? She's also saying that you happen to get been together in your dreams. So this could be not that she actually sent you a message, but that she showed up in one of the scenes or she's been in your dreams. So whether she's giving you a message or not, when you have dreams, she does pop up in your dreams. All right? She's just a thought away. So she's around all the time, letting you know that she is around you all of the time. And that's why she's saying, I'm not dead. So what I've gathered with the I'm not dead is they're letting us know that the way we perceive death to be is not what death is on that side, but they don't have the words to explain to us. They don't have the word to describe what it would be. They don't have a word for it. But what it is just a change in energy. You go from this energy in the 3D that's inside of this body, this shell. And when this body is no longer functional, spirit goes back to where spirit came from. Soul goes to get their lessons and wait for the next assignment. Some to rest, some ascending. Some will come back in a few months, a few weeks, some a few days, and some years. Some will be waiting for you so that they can come back with you. Some will come back through your children. Some will come back through children who are already here. So she's just a thought away. I hope this makes sense to you. I'll get another ding. Aura. So if it does, could you let me know? I know you're still here. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, I'm glad it makes sense. Give me a shamrock and a heart. That's so sweet. I like shamrocks. She was very sick. Okay. All right. So it was time for her to go. That's what she's letting you know. She's good. But she's around you. She wants you to know that when you think about her, that's her nudging you to let you know that she's there. But she's around you all the time anyway. Next up is going to be April and Joe. All right, let me get you a numerology card, she said. I don't know when I'm going to start doing my readings for October. I'm messing around with these lives. Okay. Your rabbits are running everywhere. Lord have mercy, people with rabbits. Okay, you wanted Uncle Joe, April. Okay, you're next. Let me just finish this, see if Aura Maria is trying to send a message to Aura. All right, synchronicities, 87. So when you see synchronicities, when you start to notice them, that's her letting you know that she's around. All right, synchronicities are repetitive signs, like the same numbers. Like if you saw 333 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you see it again at 7 that night or the next day, things like that, repetitive things that pair themselves, colors, um, a color. Somebody talks about a color or calls the name of a person or something, and it makes an impression on you. It confirms something that you had been thinking earlier or talking about earlier. Just like when I was talking about someone's last name was Sullivan, Robert Sullivan, and I was thinking about that movie, The Fighting Sullivans, and then her this person is a military, and the Fighting Sullivans were about guys in the Navy. That kind of stuff. Those things are synchronicities, coincidences. So the more that you see of them, then that's the indication that she's around and that you have spiritual work that you need to be doing. Okay, that they're there, she's there to let you know that there's some spiritual work. You just looked it up, it's on YouTube. Nicole. Oh, the Fighting Sullivans. Excellent. Wonderful. Please, everybody, especially today, 9/11. Yeah. Yeah. Ashego. Thank you. If you can watch it, if it's free, I don't know, or cheap, whatever you could afford it. I don't know. But yeah, watch that movie. It's black and white, but maybe they colorize it. I don't know. I haven't looked. I'm telling you, I was watching this when I was like a kid, like at the 4:30 movie on Channel 7 after school. But it came on a lot. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope that this makes sense to you, Laura. I think that it did. All right. But start working on your spiritual gifts. You got stuff to do. All right. So we are up for April and Uncle Joe. All right. So thank you so much, Aura. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends to subscribe, and hit the notification button. That way, anytime I do these type of readings, they'll be notified as well as you. And we can keep the positive energy flowing when we try to get these messages from our ego, from our ancestors. And thank you very much for allowing me to share these messages. Okay, so we are going to talk to Uncle Joe for April. April, I just want to shuffle these cards up a little bit and make sure that we uh, circulate the energy here. Okay, so thank you. Everybody, please, let's start giving April and Uncle Joe some positive vibes. All right, so that we can get the message and she can get the message that she's supposed to get, and he can give us the message that he intends to give for her. April's giving me all these smiley emojis. So cute. Mm-hmm. Okay, 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 okay. I heard you. Incense. Oh, Katrilla sending love for April. Mm-hmm. And Jackie and Robert would be next. Okay. I don't know why this came out, but April, this says a new beginning. I wasn't meaning to shuffle it for that to come. I was trying to move it over here. So I don't know if this makes any sense to you, but new beginnings, number one. Let's see. Hmm. For April and Joe. So, April, let's go. Everybody give positive energy to April as she tries to contact Uncle Joe. And April, you are going to be sending positive energy and asking Uncle Joe to give you the message that he means for you to receive today. Okay, April, you've been praying for a new beginning. All righty. Very good. Okay. Mm-hmm. All righty. So, anything, Uncle Joe? April wants to talk to you just for a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just messages. Thank you. I have no more earthly worries. Nicole S. After this is uploaded, if you could do me a favor, uh, that link that you found for that movie, if you could put it in the comments later on this afternoon or tonight, if you can remember to do that so that other people will get a chance to see it. Those of you who have a chance to look it up on YouTube, The Fighting Sullivans. It's a good movie to enjoy for today. It's beautiful where I am. Okay. So it's beautiful where I am, April. Thank you, Nicole. Hmm. Hmm. Anything else, Joe? Uncle Joe? I don't know why I just spaced out like that. Hmm. Tears cleanse the soul. Hmm. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. Did they have more than one memorial service for him? Oh, Katrilla, you saw a flash? Okay. Did they have, I don't know, did they have more than one memorial service for him? Oh, I'm saying that. I will always point you in the right direction. Okay, and the bottom says, my mind is free. Oh, your comment is 1111, Katrilla? Cool. All right, my mind is free. I will always point you in the right direction. Tears cleanse the soul. It is beautiful where I am. Okay. All right. So April says that this makes her happy because he was suffering and she's crying right now. And it was 111 and it was just a viewing. It was a viewing, two viewings. He was cremated. So that was the multiple. That's why I was thinking was did he have two memorial services? Thank you, Process Zion. Thank you. She says much love and positive energy to you and our lovely moderator, Katrilla, for your magnificent efforts, Goddess. Thank you so much, Goddesses. Right, Katrilla? So, mhm. So his mind is free. He's acknowledging that he was aware of the memorial services. That's why he gave me that to say, not for nothing. Thank you, goddesses, indeed. Okay, new beginnings. Let's see why that came out for you, since you since you embraced it. This card indicates a time of new hope. I'm sorry, of new beginnings, where there will be plenty of opportunities to create a fresh start. These opportunities play a very important role in catapult, catapulting you to where you need to be. So it's in your best interest to follow them wherever they lead. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to find the inner strength and courage to step into the unknown, to feel the fear and do it anyway. Create a brand new life. New opportunities may present themselves in areas of relationships or a home or career. There may be a chance to move, to study or travel, or embark on an exciting new endeavors. Regardless, you must pay attention to the signs and seize the moment when it arises. When you're open to new beginnings, the universe will send you the next logical step to make. Ashe. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythms and cycles of your life that are leading you towards an exciting new beginning. So be optimistic and ambitious and move with the changing tides. Embrace the mystery and the unknown, and you'll make your dreams come true. So, new beginning is what you wanted, and new beginning is what you're going to get. Just pay attention to the signs and move as spirit says move. And this is a number one. So, this is about your mission, your journey, not anybody else's, yours. I don't know why I said that, but somebody needed to hear it. Maybe you. Okay, so does that make any sense to you? April, you said you were praying for a new beginning already. Okay, so that's your Uncle Joe. You still crying? Okay, so I'm going to take it that those messages resonated with you, and we are going to be talking next to Jackie and Robert. All right, April says that she had just been thinking about that, and thanks so much. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you, April. Thank you for that comment. So we are going to talk to Jackie and Robert. Jackie's here. All right, give me a second. Jackie and Robert, what is your relationship? Robert, is he your father, a brother, a friend, a child, husband, good friend, teacher, pastor? Everybody is going to give their positive energy towards Jackie while Jackie gives your stepfather. Okay, I did see that earlier. Thank you. Okay, so thank you. So we're going to be giving Jackie some positive energy to send towards Robert. All right, and in turn, Jackie is going to be sending positive energy to Robert, telling him that she wants a message from him that is he was 40 years old, or he was your stepdad for 40 years. Mm. Yes, let's send the positive energy to her so that she can connect with Robert, and we can help her get that message that she needs from him, and that he is ready to give, that he wants her to know, the message that he wants her to have today. What is the clarity that she needs? Okay. So focus on Robert, and we are going to give Jackie positive energy so that she can make that connection. He was 76 years old. God bless him. Wow. Mm, that's a shame. Okay. She's trying to reach you. Wants to connect with you. Let's go. Okay, Robert. Mhm. You're driving, but you're listening. I don't even understand how you do that. All right. Just keep your hands on the steering wheel. And hmm, that's mhm. Robert, come on. You don't want to talk to us? She's driving, she's moving. And so our positive energies are trying to catch up with her. Okay, okay. All right. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. So he's saying that I was met by so many loving people. And he's saying, I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. Come on, that's like 10 cards there, Joe. Like, no. Okay. He says, I have no earthly worries. I'm just a thought away. I send you loving signs through nature. I will always point you in the right direction. I always give you a good night kiss. Bottom of the deck, it was my time to go. So, Jackie, the message that you have been sent from Robert. I was met by so many loving people. Okay, so he's letting you know that when he crossed over, he was met by family, loving people, and he has no more earthly worries. He wishes that he had told you more often how much he loved you. He always gives you a good night kiss. Now, this could also be talking about a reminder of perhaps when you all, I don't know, maybe he used to give you a good night kiss when you were younger or something. Maybe that was part of your good night ritual. Hmm. Huh. I send you loving signs through nature. I will point you in the right direction. I will always point you in the right direction. I'm just a thought away. So when you think of him, that's him reminding you that he's right there. I don't know if you said that you were driving. I don't know. A yellow and black butterfly comes to you every week. Well, there you go. That's his sign to say that he's around. I don't know if you drive for a living. I don't know that. I don't know why. But He's just saying that he's going to always be around. He's just a thought away, and he is always going to take you where you need to go in the right direction. You're not going to get lost. That's what he's saying. He's not going to let you get lost. He was a truck driver. Okay. And you are too? Oh, hmm. Yeah. When you drive and you're enjoying nature, you see things. He just wants you to know that he's there with you. He sees those things with you. When he crosses your mind, that's just him reminding you. You just driving, okay. Well, he's telling you that he's reminding you that he's just a thought away. But I got truck drivers, so that was okay. You're just on your way home. All right. I don't really even want to know how this is going. Are you like saying things like a verbal and the car's texting it back to? I don't want to know. Anyway, just get home safe quickly, not too fast, at a correct speed, safely. Okay. So yeah, that's why the truck driver thing came into my head because he's a truck driver. Okay, because that's what I got. You pulled over. Thank you, Jackie. All right. So he's with you and he's going to help you. He's letting you know when you think about him, that's him reminding you that he's there. And you already confirmed the loving signs through nature, and he wants a card from the numerology deck too. Lord, they got a new tool. Oh, patience. Number two, patience. So I don't know if this has anything to that if this means anything to you. I don't know if this means anything to you, but it says patience. Number two, two talks about working with others, partnerships. Maybe there's a partner that you need to have more patience with. Thank you, hon. Maybe there's a partner you need. Why did he cut us and leave everything to his girlfriend of 1 year? Mm. Let's see if we can find that out. Number two, patience. It could be that there is something else coming. It's just y'all don't know about it yet. I don't know. That's just what came. There's something else that nobody knows about that nobody knew he had, but it's gonna be revealed and it's gonna be for you all. Or it's not gonna be for the girlfriend. I got that. Money he got from your mother's wrongful death and he gave it to the girlfriend. Mm. All right, let's see. Card indicates a time to stop and enjoy a present moment as nothing can be done to achieve the outcome you can desire. As nothing more can be done to achieve the outcome you desire. Rather than take action, you're being asked to evaluate your progress and clarify your dreams, which will help you manifest them sooner. This card indicates a need to take your time and pace yourself instead of making hasty plans and decisions. Failure to do so could result in stress and disappointment. This is an opportunity to focus all your energy and attention on visualizing your dreams, as opposed to pushing against the obstacles standing in your way. Surrender the outcome to the universe and get on with living your life. Allow things to come to fruition in divine order and timing. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life that are encouraging you to be patient and still. Stillness is the key to receiving clear and accurate guidance, and patience will help you attract the outcome you desire. I patiently trust and surrender the outcome to the divine. Okay, so I'm reading while I'm trying to read. I'm reading what you're saying here. So Jackie, I'm gonna ask you a few questions just so I can see where this is supposed to go. Did you all file one of those things with your town that your father had passed away and notify your local township so that they could do like a what do they call it? Like a probate or anything? Or do you have an attorney who's doing that for you? Because if he was 76 years old, the will has been registered. All right. So how long ago did this take place? How long ago did he pass? Something's saying if you have his social security number, just July, just recently. Okay, this is something that I know. A friend of mine, just had the same thing happening in July. So they're taking. It takes a little time, and I was telling him last night, and so maybe the message is for you because this is what I told him that I see that there's going to come something and it's not going to be expected, and they're like, "This for me?" Yeah, for you. So I was going to say, if you know his social security number, and you should be able to get it by now, if you're taking care of all of everybody's business, and get an Equifax and a Experian, all of those credit bureau report services, and sit down and go through with a little highlighter. Okay, so the accounts are closed now, right? He paid her rent for a year. Okay, how old is this woman? And was he living with her? Why was he paying rent to her? Were they living together, or was he living separately and she was getting? She's 55. Okay, so she's a hooker. Okay, so hey, hookers need love too. So he was taking care of her. $15,000. Dang. Why are people so greedy? I hate this. Anyway, it takes a little while. It takes a little while for this thing to happen. When you turn it over, when it's been filed with the town, I was telling my friend they're going through and they're going to see if anything pops up. Could be something that he forgot he even had from years ago. It may have your name on it or your mother's name on it. And if it has your mother's name on it, that's cool because you're her heir. So that's if your mother's already passed away, whatever has your mother's name on it. Also, they could also he had $500,000 and she was living with him for a year. They say it takes you don't have to be smart to get to make a fool out of a smart man. You don't have to be smart. You just have to know what you do with what you're doing. But that's bad business. And how come nobody knew about that? Was anybody involved? Was the rest of the family paying attention that this would be able to go on and no one know it? That's what I'm being told to ask you. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but that's just what I'm saying. Was it? This is what they're saying. There's a will and there's no money left because she took all the money. There's a will. Okay. So what I'm asking, because you said you want to know why this happened. So the question I'm asking, the question that they're giving me to ask is who was there watching what he was doing that she was able to do this for a year? Because she did this. And, I don't know what the legalities of that is, If she's not mentioned in his will anywhere, if he didn't leave anything to her, and you believe that she's stolen the money that was supposed to be left for the family, that sounds like uh, something that somebody should be going to jail for. She kept making excuses, saying she was apologized. It was his account, right? It was his account, and so he was allowing her to have access for it to it. Was he having problems with like dementia or Alzheimer, early stages, or something like that? My thing is that if this woman had this much access that you all didn't know, where were like was he with her over here in this town or this state, and you all are in the different parts of the country and whatever? Why wasn't anybody watching? Okay, that's what I'm saying. Run his credit bureau report. You might come up with the account number to the bank. Run your mother's social security number also. That spirit just said, run your mother's social security number also, because that's her husband. He could open up an account in her name and put the money there. They said that he was mentally okay. All right, so that he was just whipped. Your mother passed in 2015. Okay, so he could have had an account with your mother that nobody knew about. He could have an account with your mother's name on it somewhere. He could have opened up at any time, and maybe he was putting money there too. I don't know. This is just what they're telling me to say to you. He cut everyone off in the past 3 months. Come on, you guys know what that is. She should be, where is she? Is she around? Has she left town? Is she a grifter? You gotta, can't let her get away with that. That's what they do, baby. That's what they do. But if she was the one that was taking care of him and nobody was around, that's what happens. That's what happens. And if she was, whatever. Men, women, we want attention. We want somebody to show us that they care. And if the person is good to us and we don't have anybody else around, of course she ain't reaching out. But she's around because she knows she's wrong. She knows what she's been doing. You have, I don't know who the senior representative did whatever, but this is typical. He takes the money, gives it to her, and then he's dead. Come on, that sounds real fishy to me. Very fishy, and it should sound fishy to anybody. And there's a difference between being, I guess, mentally unstable and being gullible. And people take advantage of senior citizens. That's why we have Fox News. Just saying. That's the bank questioned him and he said it was fine. Yes, yeah, of course he said it was fine. He gave permission for it. Of course. That was already they had already agreed on that when she left the house to go cash the check or take the money out the account, whatever. Yeah, because she had made him a promise. She's either abusing him or giving him something he can feel, babe. And sometimes, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but that's just how some people live, unfortunately, like that, you know? But I don't know what other steps you could have taken to secure your parents' monies, but That's what. Hmm. Let me see if we can get something else to help. Something else, some other direction. Mm. Okay. What was I looking at? Let's see. Oh my goodness, this is over 3 hours. What did this turn into? Mm. Hmm. Okay. Let's take a look. See if we can get something. Mm. Help you. Yeah. Well, you're the last. You're the last one, Katrilla. I know it is sad. Please keep your Jackie's family in prayer while they're going through this turmoil here. This lesson. All right. You said you're gonna always point her in the right direction there, Robert. Point us in the right direction here. Let her know where some money is or what's the deal here. Okay? Whatever you felt that they did not do, whatever trust you put on this other person, they're very confused and they don't understand. Your family doesn't understand why you did this. Okay? There. Well, even if this person was giving you attention, they expected you to know better than this. And so they're very hurt. But I'm feeling like you might have taken some other precautions. You may have set something up somewhere and no one knows where it is. Is it possible? All right. Can you just give them some directions? You said you were going to always point them in the right direction. All right. And the same way that you have no earthly worries, they'd like to not have any earthly worries while they're here. So could you? Three of Three of Swords, heartache, heartbroken. He's heartbroken about something. He felt betrayed. Let's see. Three of Swords. Did I say Three of Hearts? Ugh, losing it. He was lying about the money. So okay, so maybe he didn't think that he was going to give it to you all anyway. Maybe he had it up in mind that he wasn't going to give it to you. That could just be it. I don't know. This is a card of heartbreak and betrayal. It takes one sword to pierce the heart, and the emotions represented here are overkill. There may be a deliberate cruelty or enjoyment in inflicting this pain. You fought well, but it's time to stop. If you're the one who is stabbing at the heart shield, recognize that the damage is done. You don't need to make it any worse. A battered wooden shield adorned with a painted heart is propped up on a stony ground, pierced by three swords. The shield bears scratches that indicate many battles before the final death blow came. A scattered rose, a scattered red rose lies on the ground, its petals crushed. A steady rain falls upon the desolate scene. Okay, Robert, you were making a point. Point was received. Okay, but it's overkill. It's too much. It's too much. Can you tell them they're suffering? They're having financial difficulties, and that's money that they feel that could help. Come on. Queen of Wands, the reverse. So this could be a female who is a Sagittarius or Aries or a Leo. What? This is somebody that maybe he feels that they turned their back on him. I'm sorry if I didn't show that. Work is over already? Oh. Well, did you bring me this today? Watermelon. This was a few days ago?
Yeah, that's what's with you with your bagel and everything.
It's like a day or two ago?
Yeah.
I guess this is garbage then.
Yes.
Okay, because it was underneath this table. I must have put it there, and I really would love that if you go by. Put it in the garbage when you go out the door. That one is full. I'm so sorry. Excuse me. Sometimes I've been live for so long here, I have to speak to my kid. Hmm. All right, so let's see what we're talking about here with this Queen of Wands reversed. What she got to throw in here. All right. The back of this throne emphasizes its organic quality. It was not built, it grew. Looking forward, looking outward with the queen, you see that while the forest is at her back, the vista is wide open. A magnificent sphinx dominates the scene. This throne seems to have been placed to overlook this statue. This queen is pulled towards the unknown and the unknowable. Her outer life casts out energetic strands that connect her to so many people and things, but at her core, she needs silence. Her inner life is as twinning and complex as the vines on her thrones, and she requires deepening time to think it all through. I don't know if this woman is a Sagittarius or your mother was a Sagittarius. I don't know why I'm saying Sagittarius. Any fire sign, and my eye is jumping. Okay, I'm getting that this woman, this person, in that period of time that she had, she was able to cement herself in with him. And so they said it was something that was not grown, it was built, or built it was grown. It was whatever it was, that's where I got that thought. That so this is something that was not built, it grew. Something that organically grew, that they got close because she had the opportunity to get close to him because he came to her with a broken heart. He felt betrayed. So either he felt betrayed by your mother, or maybe he was brokenhearted when your mother passed, and so she was able to cement herself in. She didn't even come to the funeral. Well, that's what they do. Because it wasn't about her caring about him. It was about getting the money. And if she knows y'all are at the funeral, that gives her a chance to be somewhere else. I'm surprised she didn't leave town. If she got that much money, she should have been on a plane while y'all were making out the funeral arrangements. She got, yeah, something. Maybe he was heartbroken and she got herself in there. But nobody knows what goes on between a man and a woman in the confines of their relationship or in their bedroom. And there's the truth. Ace of Swords, the truth. Clarity. Number one. Hmm. I hope y'all are taking notes because I'm pretty sure this is gonna probably not even upload. Okay, so he was heartbroken after your mother passed away, started drinking again. Okay, so he lost his sobriety. And so you know that he's easy prey. Easy prey. This sword represents the gift of clarity. A new idea is a divinely inspired and would lead to success, to grasp the sort of truth and vision. The gleaming sword is held aloft in the sunshine. The elemental symbol for air is emblazoned on the cross guard. The person raising the sword is looking over a lush and verdant valley with gentle rolling hills extended as far as the eye can see. There is a sense that the person has found the promised land. Huh. The crown that appears in the sky proclaims dominion over the land and bestows the divine right to claim it. Oh, yeah, so she's looking at being comfortable now. She's being very comfortable now. He was lost. He was in depression, and she took advantage of his addiction. And unfortunately, like I said, I know that you got lawyers and people doing stuff. I'm telling you, if you have his social security number and your mother's social security number, go on the computer and look, print out their credit bureau reports and see if something that maybe they're not recognizing. Get all three reports, Expedia, whatever. You can get them for free, I think, these days. Get one set for him, one set of her. Sit down with a highlighter and a magnifying glass, whatever the fuck you got to do, and go through those accounts. This is your family and your family's future. The attorneys or the whoever may or may not be as they may not recognize things you recognize, just take a look and go. It ain't go if it doesn't cost you nothing, it ain't gonna hurt you to go to do it. I'm just saying. Here we got strength. Okay. So this is about fighting against an addiction, fighting against being strong though. Being strong. This may talk about someone who is a Leo. So there's a fire sign or somebody at the central part of this situation, I think. Let me look at 8. You did that, you even talked to the bank. Okay. If you did what I just told you to do already, you you did what I just told you to do, not the bank, not your friend. Right. So your mother was a Leo. I'm saying not to leave it to someone else to do. Do it yourself. Not the court, not the attorneys, not the accountants, not the bank. You and your sisters and brothers or whoever. You do it. Now, you can listen or not. Because here in Brooklyn or New York, she would have got her ass beat by now. But we can't do that, and we're more spiritual than that. But I'm just saying. We can't find the money. Well, then the money's gone then. Maybe she just spent it all up. But then you should be suing her. She should make her life difficult. Let her have to spend some money on attorneys. It's your money anyway. Like I said, if there's money out there, it's going to come when you least expect it. It's only been since July. It takes a while. They will find, if there's some out there, they will find it, and it won't be for anybody but for you and your siblings, whoever's supposed to be the inheritance. Okay, he was transferring the money to the account for her, but if you think that he was doing it of his own free will, and there was nothing shady going on, and that she was not taking care of him, not taking advantage of him, and it was all right, $15,000, per transaction. If you think that that was okay, then okay. But I'm saying someone can be on their way towards dementia, or because he's an alcoholic, be susceptible to someone taking advantage of them. So, undue influence. There's such a thing. You could take it to civil court. But yeah, back in the day, she would have got her ass beat. Whether she was transferring the money in the account or not, it doesn't solve anything, but it makes you feel better. Sometimes it used to back then when it was not spiritual. Don't give her no copy of his death certificate. She probably has an insurance policy with his name on it. That's what I'm saying. There's stuff out there that you all don't know about, and that's the only reason that she wants a copy of his death certificate. Don't you dare. Don't give her no copies of the death certificate. Make sure the funeral director, whoever you're dealing with, does not give her that. Because if she's looking, after she's already gotten all this money and she's looking, there's something that she needs that for. The money is somewhere. It's just that you don't know where it is because they don't know how to look for it. He may have put it into an account with the two of their names on it. Well, I'm just joking. I'm not telling you to beat her ass, really. But get his car. If the car is not supposed to be with her, call the car in and say that it's stolen. The police will go and get it for you. Give them the license plate and the VIN number. Report it stolen. That way, when she's driving with it, somebody pulls her over. Oh, miss, this card is stolen. Next, she's at the courthouse or she's at the precinct. Can't be polite with these people. In the state of New Jersey, a domestic partner can get a copy. Okay, so if she could do that, then why didn't she go do it? She got the money to pay for it. Why is she calling you and ask for it? Don't give it to her. If she wants it, she go through whatever channels that she needs to do. But you don't give it to her. And she has to have something that says that they actually have a domestic partnership set up. She can't just walk in there willy-nilly and say, oh, well, here's a piece of mail. He and I was living at the same address. No, there's forms that you have to register in order to become a domestic partner. Now, if he did that, then there's nothing for you all to do. If he legally became a domestic partner with her, then that's it. That's his money. The only way that she could have gotten one of her own is if she had something to prove that she and he were domestic partners. And if that's the case, then that's what it is. And like I said, then somebody needs to sue her or somebody needs to take her to civil court. If she's got a car that is registered for him and they're not domestic partners, then you can call the car in saying that it was stolen and have the police go and pick up the car. But if she is legally his domestic partner and she has a copy of his death certificate, if she's able to prove to the state of New Jersey that she is his domestic partner, then you all just, there's not much more you could do except sue her. Call her out on social media. That's another thing you could do. I mean, I don't know, but some people would do that. But you got to take. I'm sure that you've done the best that you can. And sometimes in these situations, you get these men who get these young girls, and it's just the way it is. It was registered in your sister's name. Then you don't got to wait to get it to Saturday. Call the police, and they will go pick that shit up. Ooh, you got me using bad language, saying the F word now. Now I'm saying shit. Stop. Stop, Patty. Stop. So this card here, it's not his, it's not her car. She has no business with it if it's registered in your sister's name. Take the insurance off of it and call the police and tell them to go get the car. Whether it is now or whether it is then, call the insurance company, cancel the insurance, and the cops will pick it up for you. Okay? Being too polite, you guys. All right. When you get this side, it says the devil looms up before the empress and her lion. The sunlight is eerily dimmed, as if by an eclipse. In this muted light, the sign of infinity above her head grows with increased energy. She is the life force itself, and the strength of that can't be conquered by the power of darkness. She and the lion don't even bother to stand up. The devil can threaten, but he can't destroy what refuses to be destroyed. Face your shadow self, your ideas about power and your reluctance to claim it. Didn't I just talk about reluctance to claim your power? Oh my goodness. Release old chains of bondage to anyone who has power over you in the past. You don't have to repeat that pattern. Abuse doesn't foster more abuse. Confront your demons. Okay, baby. Listen, this is almost 4 hours long, and I appreciate everybody being here with me. If you want some more information about this, Jackie, then you send an email to pbtarot7@gmail.com, okay? Because this is a lot, and it takes more than this, and this is too public here. So, you want a reading? Send me a email to P as in Peter, B as in boy, tarot, TAROT 7@gmail.com. You're welcome, baby. You're welcome. And we'll see what else we could do. You can put her in the freezer, get a piece of paper, brown paper, write her name 9 times, put it inside of a Ziploc bag with some water and throw it in the back of the freezer, and then that'll just stop her in her tracks and keep her out of your face if that's what you want to do. That's one thing. That's easy. It won't hurt her. Well, it won't hurt her. Yeah, it won't hurt her. All right. But you have to be able to reclaim your authority and your power in this situation. If this woman has taken money that didn't belong to her because it was something that was in both your parents' names, your mother and your stepfather, okay? See about it. Like I said, there may be stuff y'all don't know about that maybe she don't know about, but maybe she's smart enough because she's a con artist to know how to go about finding it. And I'm saying to you that you need to go find it yourself. It's only been since July. This is only the beginning of September. There's a lot of stuff that has to go through the system. And the people in the bank sometimes don't know what the frig they talking about. Okay? So this is all I can tell you, and this is the only advice I can give you, babe. Do your own research. If the money was his, then that is his, and he has every right to do with it whatever he wants to, even if he squandered it with some hooker. Okay? Someone does not have to be, listen, I don't know where you live, but in the United States of America, we have a person that is running the fucking country who we know is a sociopath. But the doctors will say that he's okay. Stop Okay, there's a level of that you have to reach in order to be declared mentally insane. But there is such a thing as dementia. Okay, now wrongful death of your mom. I don't know. Maybe you need to track that back. Maybe you find this woman had something to do with that too. I don't know. I don't know, Jackie. It's too much, and I can't. I'm just like I'm not trying to be short with you or something like that, but I'm getting really upset because this is also for me because I have something similar going on in my life with my friend, and it's like you want to just shake the person and say, "Wake the fuck up." What? What? He left a will, but no money. The money's not there because the money was stolen. And that is why I'm saying this is a crime. Katrilla, thank you very much. You did such a good job. I appreciate it for all your good work. Thank you, Katrilla. All right. And you'll be a moderator whenever I do these again. But thank you. Okay. He left a will, but no money. It's not malpractice. It's gold digging. That's all it is. It's gold digging. And you know what? Sometimes the gold diggers get over. But I tell you this much. If he's sick and he needs soup and he needs tea and he needs his diapers changed and he needs his feet rubbed or whatever, and she was there doing it to him, doing it for him, oh, where your mother's was malpractice, then maybe that's something that you can look into. But I'm telling you, if she got him to empty out his account that he had written his will against and there's no money in it, that's something there to look into. That may be a crime. They are people in the world. They're called grifters. Okay? Right. There are people in the world that are called grifters, and they go around latching on to people who are gullible, and could be a man, and it could be a woman. It's done all the time. He doesn't have to be old. He doesn't have to be young. You know, the person doesn't have to be young. It just happens. There are people in the world whose only mission in life is to grab as much other people's money as they can with the least amount of work for it, even if it means they have to give them sexual favors, even if it means that they have to make believe that they love them, whatever. A con artist is a con artist. A con can last 3 months, 3 years, 30 years. It just depends on the level of the con. It depends on the level of the crook you're dealing with. There's crooks that will act like they love you, have your fucking babies, and be on the make the whole time. I'm telling you what I know. And it's sad, but I've learned this very recently. I've learned this very recently. There are women in this world, just as we know men are dogs, okay, quote unquote. But there are women in this world who will do anything. Now we look down on the girls who are sitting on the corners, working girls and this and that, all their hoes and this and that. We talk bad about the porn stars and this and that and this and that and this. But there are women who walk around with that mantle of misses, and they're no different than the hooker on the corner. Not everybody, it's a few, but they're there, and they will do the same thing. They will suck a man's life dry. They will take away his money. They will take away his self respect. They will take away his confidence in himself. And he will never know it until she's gone what just happened to him. And it's sad and it's uncalled for. But there are people who are just raised like that. They're crooks, they're criminals, and they look fine and shiny and dandy to the whole outside world, but inside, underneath, there's something else going on, and they are on a mission. And no matter how long they got to put up with it, hmm, hmm, the con can go on so long. This particular con that I know of went on so long that when the crook, found out that she was sick, she started to try to kill her husband. And nobody would know it. Nobody would know it. Do strange dumb shit. Show up, take him out to dinner. His car is left. When they get back, while the car was gone, while they were gone, someone um loosened up the lug nuts on the tires. So he was able to get home and get back to work the next day. But the way back home, those tires was gonna fall off. And it didn't. It didn't happen. Why? Because someone else asked him, "Yo, man, can I borrow your car? I'll bring it right back." And when the person that was borrowing the car drove it, they were like, "Whoa, something's going on." That's God that stepped in for him and protected him. Now, he may not be clear enough to understand that he got protected, but she was so determined that she was not going to let him outlive her. Absolutely, right, Jackie? This is the stuff that people think of. And it don't have to be a big age disparity or anything. It just has to be the person that has the wrong or lack of morals or lack of character or sick. But Jackie, it's gonna be fine. If you can't locate the funds, then you know what? There was a lesson somewhere in this for you and your siblings or whatever. All right. But there's some people, unfortunately, in this world, there are some low vibrational people. And in this life, this is their call. This is their chart. This is how they're supposed to come. And it runs across your life for a reason to teach you a lesson. All you can do is forgive them. Try to get justice if you can. But it is what it is. It didn't happen the way it happened. But trust, trust. I don't know. Trust. I kept thinking that, and now it came out. There might be a trust set up that maybe she knows about, but she knows you all don't know about. That's what I'm saying. Go and go in. Like y'all are researching for the cure of AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Like research. Look under your mother's maiden name. Look under your father's mother's, stepfather's mother's maiden name. Something somewhere. Check it out. That's all I could tell you. I'm calm, Tammy. Thank you. All right. Tammy's telling you, Jackie, that everything's going to be okay. Okay. And it is going to be okay. However way it goes, it worked itself out in the way that it was supposed to go. All right. As it was supposed to go, based on the wishes of the divine. It all is in the hands of God. And that's the other thing. You can always just ask your ancestors, ask Joe to tell you what's going on and where it is. You asked, I gave you all these messages. You could look at this video later on if it uploads, and maybe you go over it again, and maybe something will click that I've said that I didn't even know I said. Okay? But that's the message that came for you today. All right? Manel Minnie, I'm getting ready to cut off of here, baby girl. But what I'm going to do, just let me turn this off and come right back. Because I know if I go sit down, I'll never come back. Okay. So, Manuel, when you see this, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit notifications. Give me a little while to upload this, and I'll come right back and we'll work with you. Or you can Put it all in God's hands, baby. That's it. Just put it in God's hands. Ask God to establish divine order in this situation for you right now, for you and your family, you and your siblings. And if you can't recover that money, then to stabilize your own situations, each of you individually, so that it'll be all right, so that you all will be okay. Because you're going to be okay. All right. And some things you're just going to have to leave in the hands of God. But justice is eternal and justice is true. And if there's something that this woman has done, she will get her karma. You may not see it, but it's going to come. And we don't know. Maybe this is you guys' karma. I don't know. But ask your stepfather to give you a sign and just allow yourself to be good with however the outcome it is, whatever the outcome is. Okay. So let me do this and then I'll come back. So those of you who are subscribed, please hit the notification button and tell your friends, and I'll come back and we'll do some more. Okay. Thank you all so much. Thank you for helping me today, Katrilla. And Jackie, I'm going to pray for you. Everybody, please send Jackie and her family some positive healing energy. Okay. And Manuel will talk. Manuel, Mimi, just give me a few minutes and I'll come right back. All right. Just hit the subscribe button. Thank you, baby. All right, Jackie. So we're going to give you positive energy and hope we know everything's going to be okay. Believe that. All right. Bye, everybody. See you in a little bit.